There were four. Okay, funding must be secured to meet the airline's liquidity requirements. Can you unpack that?
Chair, through you, maybe before the acting CEO respond, the cost of doing business at SAA is very, very high. I think the CFO has alluded to it. But what I would like to add is that there are certain decisions that were taken a while back. Those decisions appeared to be good decisions at that particular time. Like, for instance, we're talking leasing of aircrafts. Those leases are paid for in dollars or euros. So there are unavoidable costs of currency fluctuations there. Secondly, those aircraft belong to SAA. But when they were sold and leased back, at that time...
Can you just go back and clear that part where you just started? Those aircrafts belonged to SAA, and
Yes,
then what? Just go back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Chairperson, I think, to be precise, it was between 2000 and 2001, when we had a turnaround strategist from America called a certain Coleman Andrews. Coleman Andrews was given a task by the then board and the shareholder to turn the airline around. Part of his strategy to turn the airline around was to look into the business to say what is it that he could do to assist the airline. Even at that time, the airline was struggling, to assist the airline to go back to its profitability, or at least to have financial sustainability. Therefore, his strategy was to sell our assets that we owned as SAA. Now, because those assets were sold, he did a transaction called sale and lease back. So he sold these aircraft. In the bottom line during his tenure, Honorable Chair, it appeared that he had done his job. He was given handshake. He was thanked because he had done...
How much handshake was, golden handshake was it given?
It was about 230 million. Because at the bottom in fact, the annual report at that time showed that the airline was profitable, because the people bought all our aircraft, and then he went to the same people that bought aircraft. He leased them back to us. So these people are all over the world. Some are in Australia, some are in Ireland. So we are continuously paying for these leases. But also, Chair, as my honorable board member, Mr. Akhtar, said, the company does not have money. We are servicing these debts that appeared.
Is this not the historic mirrors and cattle exchange kind of situation?
Chair, in order for us to fly, we need the aircraft. So it's the same aircraft.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that this magician from America hypnotized everybody and made all these funny decisions, and I'm just reflecting as you're talking, because we're now saddled with a problem that I'm struggling to understand. How did this go through?
Chair, if I may, just to be straightforward on this one.
That's what we want, straightforward.
We're in a very, very difficult position. SAA is an airline which doesn't own aeroplanes, period. That's what SAA is. And this is a legacy problem that we are having. So what ends up happening, for instance, when SAA talks about guarantees and so on, you are getting guarantees there, you keep on increasing your debt, and you keep on increasing your debt servicing. So let's, as South Africans, let's just accept it, that the decisions which were taken at that time were wrong decisions, and SAA is having a very, very weak balance sheet, and what SAA is an airline which doesn't have aeroplanes. I think of a fleet of about 60, we own about 9. We own about 9 aeroplanes. The rest, it's somebody else's aeroplane who's guaranteed that is going to be paid every month leases. So it is a fact.
How much are you paying per month for the leases, on average? I know the planes are not the same, but more or less, how much are we paying?
Chair, the CEO will check there on the annual report because it's different lessors.
Chairperson, I'm trying to get it per month, but for a year, it's about 3.5 billion.
3.5
Billion for a year.
annually.
So then divide that by 12.
All right, no, that's fine. Comrade Mente?